Fans, because this video doesn't really have a start time on it, I'm just going to give us a 2-minute timer just to give people time to show up. So we'll let this timer count down. Let me turn the volume up on it. Now, if you're not watching this live, feel free to fast forward past the 2-minute timer. 45 seconds. Twenty seconds left. Thanks for joining me, you guys. We'll get started in a moment. 16 seconds. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Yeah, I decided to use the countdown timer today because I didn't get a chance to post this early. So here we go. Tonight is story time. And the last book of the series, which actually is the second to last, but somebody told me to do it last instead because they kind of wrote them out of order. So you've already covered I Have the Power, Skeletor's Flower of Power, He-Man Smells Trouble, The River of Ruin, and The Horde, and now back to Teela's Secret. Bum, bum, bum. So I got some figures here so we could have some fun doing Teela's Secret and kind of playing around with it. And it's kind of funny on the cover they show Teela riding... It's going to be a rough night tonight. Riding the horse here. And they show her just with her helmet on, but obviously I have to choose either armor or no armor. I actually prefer my Teela out of the armor, unless she's playing the role of some kind of a magical person. But we'll just go ahead and put her in there with no armor. I did give her a gun, because it shows it in the book for some reason. So there you go. She has a... force to be reckoned with her gun. All right. So let's go ahead and start the book. Let's see who's on here. Febmon, thanks for joining us. All right. So I guess Febmon's the one that told me to do this one last. So let's check it out and see. Let me go ahead and get a light on here so we can see the words easier. Oop. Okay, the first part of the book is always the same. And so we'll start with that. Let's look at the cover again first. Ooh, look at the cool picture on there. Teela's Secret. It's like Star Wars. Psh, Teela's Secret. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, anyway. Let's go ahead and... Snooker, it's going good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. All right, so once upon a time, a rocket from Earth crashed far, far away. The pilot found herself lost on planet Eternia. Eternia looked like Earth, but magic and strange beasts and wonderful machines filled this world. The Earthwoman Marlena married Eternia's King Randor. They had a son, Prince Adam. The prince grew up in the palace, but the secret of his destiny was locked inside Castle Grayskull along with the ancient secrets of Eternia. The guardian of Castle Grayskull was Sorceress. She kept watch over Eternia, flying as a falcon Zor, and used mystical powers to defend the side of goodness. It was the sorceress who told Prince Adam his destiny and gave him the Power Sword. With it, he became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe and the protector of Castle Grayskull. Prince Adam's pet tiger turned into the mighty battle cat, He-Man's faithful companion. Only Orko, the court magician and man-at-arms, He-Man's best friend, knew this secret. Even Prince Adam's parents and Teela, captain of the guard, saw him only as the Prince of Eternia. Prince Adam kept his secret because danger lived on Eternia. One side of the planet, the sun never shined. There inside Snake Mountain, wicked Skeletor planned new ways to find out Castle Grayskull's secrets. And others with bad intentions waited on other worlds, ready to disturb Eternia's peaceful way of life. Against them stood only He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And there's the cool picture right there, in case you guys want to see that. And here's the picture of the planet. And you can see this is the dividing line right here. The sun never shines here. And this is the side where it is Castle Grayskull and the palace. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Pop Actor said, "Hey, Todd, where did you get this info that Merman was once a heroic figure?" I forgot where I actually found it at. It was on the internet, so it must be true, right? But I think it was in one of the mini comics. It shows Merman on the side, on the wrong side. I'm not positive, though, but I can look into that and see if I can find it for you, Pop Actor. Again, but it was something I was reading about. It might have been on the Ram Man's blog. Or no, Battle Ram's blog. It might have been on there. I'm not sure. We'll check it out, though. All right. Let's see. Have you ever been in Sage Toys in St. Louis, Missouri? No, I've not. Thanks, you dude, for asking. Battle Ram also has a YouTube channel. Yeah, his stuff's pretty cool. The guy definitely knows his research. All right, here's the picture. And it says, "Please, Teela," Man-at-Arms said, "don't ask me. I can't tell you who your mother is. I promised your mother on the day that she gave you to me. I promised your mother on the day she gave you to me. You know what she said. Teela must learn who I am all by herself. I can tell you only this. Your true father was one of Eternia's greatest men." And there's Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms. I happen to have him right here. Oh, it's the non-mustache version. Oh well. I got the mustache version. Stand, Man-at-Arms. See, he's got too much weight on him with this gun in his hand and everything else. He just cannot stand very well. There we go. Ta-da! Dun 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 dun. There's a cool picture. Now, personally, some of this artwork's really cool. I like the way they drew Teela in some of this, but it's a lot different than we saw in the other books. I don't know if the artist is different. I should check that out, but it does look a lot different. All right, and then we can see Man-at-Arms and Prince Adam as Teela's walking away all sad because she wants to know who her mother is. "I know you would tell me if you could, Father," Teela sighed. She walked away without seeing Prince Adam. "Hello, Man-at-Arms," Prince Adam said. "You and Teela both look sad. Has Teela asked you about her mother again?" "That's right," Man-at-Arms said. He made sure that no one else could hear them. And then it shows him getting her out of a nest with a bunch of feathers in there. And, of course, it shows this lady. Dun, da-da. Of course, I have her in the back, too, with her lighted orb. Anyway, let's get back to the book. Back to the book at hand. "You know that sorceress is Teela's mother," Man-at-Arms said. "One day she appeared to me as Zor and took me to her nest. There I found the baby, Teela. Sorceress told me to raise Teela as my daughter. Sorceress knew it would be dangerous if anyone knew who Teela was. It hurt Teela not to know her mother, but someday she will learn her secret." Man-at-Arms on a mustache looks very wrong to me. Yeah, it's weird, too. It looks like he might even have blonde hair. Maybe it's just the lighting in this picture here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's just the way his armor is. I don't know. Sometimes I drew the armor kind of strange on some of these characters. Stridor, that's the name of the horse. I could not remember the name of the horse a minute ago. Teela got on Stridor and left the palace. I'm ready to find out who you are, Mother Teela said. But how? Where do I look? Teela rode long and hard. She stopped at a special place only Teela knew about, a small pond ringed by trees. Pop actor. I'm not going to repeat what you said, man. Anyway, Teela heard a woman's voice. She saw the face of a beautiful woman in the water. Ooh. I am your mother, Teela, the woman said, but the face in the pond was not the sorceress's face. The answer you want is at Snake Mountain. Go there. Snake Mountain, Teela was surprised. The face disappeared, but only wickedness is there. Oh, the face, yeah. Yep, that's what it says. Teela fell for my trick, Skeletor said. I knew about her pond. I knew she wanted to find out about her mother. I will help her. Teela will wear the jewel of the ages. She will work for me. First, I will make sure He-Man is not in our way. Spiker, teach the Snow Queen a lesson. That will keep He-Man busy. The Snow Queen has refused to join my side. Go to her home, the Crystal Castle. Your spikes will help get her the point. Ha ha ha. There's the picture of him watching her on the computer screen. Skeletor watched Teela begin her trip to Snake Mountain. He didn't see Evelyn was watching him. She was jealous of Teela. Let Teela come to Snake Mountain, Evelyn said. She won't leave there alive. Surprised she didn't say she won't leave here alive. But maybe they're not at Snake Mountain themselves. Maybe they're somewhere else. There's the picture of Evelyn sneaking around the corner. Yes. So they get the idea of the jealous beauty for Catra from some of these lines. I mean, she wears the same clothes as Teela, just a different color. She even has the armband and the wristband. So, interesting. All right, let's continue on. At the palace, Man-at-Arms listened to the radio. He picked up a call for help. It's from Crystal Castle, he told Prince Adam. The Snow Queen says her people are under attack. He-Man will help them, Prince Adam said. I wish Teela could go too, but I can't find her anywhere. I hope nothing is wrong. By the power of Grayskull, Adam said. I have the power. And he transforms. Okay, so we got Prince Adam here. And, I'm knocking stuff over. Knocked over my flashlight. And then he raises the sword of power. And out comes Flea Man. Okay. He-Man flew north on the Wind Raider. The air grew cold. The ground below turned white. I hope I'm not too late, He-Man said. The Crystal Castle sparked ahead of him. Its ice walls shone like glass in bright sunlight. He-Man landed. The sound of breaking ice was all around. Spiker pounced the castle. And there he is flying around. Now, I remember as a kid, you'd read a book like Lord of the Rings or A Hobbit or Winnie the Pooh. And in there, they had the maps. And you'd go back to the map and take a look. And it's like, okay, he flew north. And there's the mountains he flew over. And there's the ice. Now, they should have put the castle in there, too, so we could see the castle on the map. That'd been really cool. But anyway, back to the story. All right. Look at his face. That face. He is up to no good. He-Man ran up a nearby hill. He quickly packed the fluffy snow into a ball. He-Man is weaker than you think, Queenie, Spiker said. He thinks he can beat me with a snowball? He-Man didn't throw the snowball. He rolled it down the hill, and the ball grew bigger and bigger. Spiker could not get out of its way. Thwap. And, of course, he gets trapped in the snowball like any single cartoon you see on Hanna-Barbera. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Should just roll it around. Whoa. Anyway. You are in trouble now, Spiker, He-Man said. let's tell Skeletor to cool it. He-Man loaded the snowball into the Wind Raider, and when he reached Snake Mountain, Skeletor's giant snake attacked. Here's a present for your boss, He-Man said. He tossed the snowball on top of the snake. That's cool. The snake's supposed to be alive, not just some giant statue. That makes it kind of more fun, which you know, of course, it was articulated in the original toys, so yeah. Usually it would come around and it would almost attack you inside that area when you got up there, so cool. He-Man turned the Wind Raider away from Snake Mountain, saw a strange sight that looked like Teela. He-Man thought. Oh, that looked like Teela, He-Man thought. She went through Skeletor's gate, but it couldn't be. Why would Teela go to Snake Mountain? Oh, there she is. Sneaking up the side of the mountain. Her shoulders all sad. Let's see, I was a freaky kid. I would have to fit in the castle. Did you say he became Flea Man? I did, Parker. All right, so here we see the Lin of evilness. She get eaten by a giant flower. Did I miss something here? Okay, it's like she's getting eaten by a flower. Let's read it and see. When Teela entered Snake Mountain, another left. Evil Lyn went to the deepest part of the vine jungle. There it is, she said. A portal to the Fright Zone. A large man-eating plant opened his mouth and swallowed Evil Lyn whole. She traveled magically to the Fright Zone in Etheria, the home of the band of wicked warriors known as the Horde. Evil Lyn was taken prisoner when she appeared in the Fright Zone by a furry, fearsome guard. Who seeks Hordak? A cold voice asked. Grizzler tightened his hold on Evil Lyn. Tell your ugly friend to let me go, Hordak, she said. Unless, of course, you don't want to get your hands on Skeletor. What do you know of him? Hordak shouted. The Horde leader's eyes glowed with dislike. Let her go for now, he commanded. And there is the furry beast. There's Hordak. And I did bring out my Hordak. Hordak. Of course, I got the one with the creepy smile face. Oh. And this, of course, is the Buzzsaw Hordak, so it's so much more fun. Opening. There we go. There it is. Let's see if we can bounce it off the wall. Ching! Ho! Ugh. All right. Oh, Evil Lyn. I'm getting eaten by a flower. Flower power. I grabbed the yellow one too, so it would match. I don't have the furry beast in this size, so we're not going to use him. I guess I could grab Beast Man, but nah, never mind. Skeletor is right to be afraid of you, Evil Lyn said. But he has the Jewel of the Ages. It's the Jewel of the Ages. He won't be scared for long. What is the jewel? Hordak asked. Whoever wears it has great power, she said, but they must follow Skeletor's orders. I must have this jewel for myself, Hordak said. But I know you, Evil Lyn. You want something in return. What must I give you for helping me? Evil Lyn trembled with jealousy. One thing, powerful Hordak. Take the one called Teela and make sure she never returns to Eternia. There she is. I'm so angry and jealous. Oh. Look, there, see? Creepy smile. There it is. There's the creepy smile. So I did grab the right figure for this. Oh, the Fright Zone monster. Okay, let's take a look at it again and take a look. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay. There she is sneaking around, and you can see the shadow of Skeletor right there in his mouth, all kind of creepy. Teela went into Snake Mountain. This is a mistake, she said. I was wrong to come here. It could be one of Skeletor's tricks. So you have your doubts, Skeletor said. He sneaked up on Teela from behind. Then look into this. Skeletor held out the Jewel of the Ages. Your mother asked me to give this to you. Put it on. The jewel glowed in the candlelight. She gazed upon it. Teela fell under its magic spell. She saw only the lie that Skeletor told her. Skeletor told. There's no her in there. Why, it's Man-at-Arms, Teela said. He's putting a woman in that dungeon and stealing her baby. That woman is your mother, Skeletor lied. I, Skeletor, am your father. Dun 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 dun. It didn't say he lied here at the end of saying that. See, that woman is your mother, Skeletor lied. And I, Skeletor, am your father, but nothing about lying. Maybe we had it wrong this whole time. Maybe Fisto, where is Fisto, is not really the father. What? I'm not the father. Oh, maybe this whole time it was Skeletor, back when he was a heroic person of some sort, before the magic corrupted him. That sounds a little Star Wars-ish to me. Teela, I am your father. No. There she's being hypnotized. Teela looked into the jewel. Skeletor's power over her grew. The longer she looked, the more she believed Skeletor's lies. What do you want me to do, father? She asked. Just this, Skeletor answered. Defeat Man-at-Arms. Defeat He-Man. So maybe this right here is telling us that it's really not her father. I kind of wish sometime they actually did describe who her father was in the old canon. That'd be kind of cool to find out. We know in the 2000X canon that one of the writers already revealed that Fisto was to be her father. But again, these guys are our age that wrote the story, and they don't really know the original story. They're just making up their own. So it's just like the Kevin Smith story. It's made up thing. Anyway, of course, the whole thing's made up to begin with. So what am I talking about, right? Boop, boop, boop. There we go. There's Teela. Throw her in there. All right. Teela acted strangely when she returned to the palace. Everyone noticed it. She must be feeling badly, Prince Adam told Man-at-Arms. I'll try to help her. That's a pretty necklace, Teela, Prince Adam told her. Where'd you get it? I don't have to tell you that. Mind your own business, Prince Adam, Teela answered. She left the room. Yeah, I can see it now. Here's what they should have put in the book. They should have put, where'd you get that? I got it from Nunya. Nunya who? None of your business. Anyway, I'm worried, Man-at-Arms said. It's time for Teela's weapons practice. I'll talk to her. But Teela didn't want to practice. She attacked Man-at-Arms, for real. With the jewel's power, she backed him into a corner. Prince Adam heard Man-at-Arms yell. By the power of Grayskull, Prince Adam said. I have the power. And He-Man ran into the practice room. Teela was ready to strike Man-at-Arms. He-Man used his power sword to knock Teela's weapon to the floor. You win for now, He-Man, she said. But Skeletor and I will beat you both. Teela held the jewel and disappeared. Oh, there's the pictures if you want to see them. Haha. Here's the sword fighting going on. Man-at-Arms is Teela's dad. Queen Marlena has red hair. Oh. All right. Well, we know that the sorceress is actually her mom, so the mom part's not in question. The in question part is who is her father. Skeletor, Man-at-Arms cried. How can we get Teela away from him? Is this microphone set right? Okay, I do. Just talking too close into it. There's only one way, He-Man said. But when they got to Snake Mountain, they were not alone. A spaceship made of light ripped across the sky. See, I can see exactly now why you told us that. Febmon, because... Oops. Stop. Because the other book was about the Horde and us meeting who the Horde was, and this one acts like we already know who the Horde is. So, the Horde, you're right, should have gone before Teela's secret. So they definitely had it out of order. All right. Skeletor, Man-at-Arms cry. Oh, let's see. Let's take down. Let's lie. Okay. Skeletor's company, He-Man said. That's Hordak's light cruiser. Hordak fired a ray of light at Skeletor's castle. Snake Mountain trembled and shook. We rang Skeletor's bell, Hordak said. Now we'll pay him a little visit. Watch out for the gate, Evelyn warned. It has a trap door. Hordak needs no doors. The wicked leader sneered. The light cruiser will take us into the heart of the mountain. And there they are. Look how big. Oh, maybe that's the mountain in the background. I don't know. I thought this was to be maybe his body, but maybe not. There they all are, though. Dun dun dun. Where is that old Hordak? Stand, man. Stand. So he's quite a bit different looking in the comic here than he is in the toy. I mean, he does look more cartoonish in the comic here, but you take a look, he has like double things going on. He's gray instead of blue, so it's not the cartoon version. So he is the toy version, but it's just a little bit extra going on around his head there, and he's a lot more white than the yellowish, even compared to the 80s Hordak. Grizzlor grabbed Evelyn again. Dude, what is your problem? Just grabbing women like that. What should I do with the woman, he asked. Bring her, Hordak said. We'll deal with Skeletor and let her see what I have in store for her. You're breaking your word, Evelyn yelled. We're supposed to be working together. Here's a promise I will keep, Hordak laughed. After we beat Skeletor, I will take care of you once and for all. There she is, looking all kind of scared as that furry beast is grabbing her. And there they are right there. You broke your word. How could she not think that was going to happen anyway or something like that? It's like going to the crime boss and, I don't know. Skeletor was surprised to see Hordak. So, Evelyn, he said, you're with Hordak now. It does not matter. Teela already has taken your place. No, Skeletor, Evelyn said. He tricked me. Enough talking, Hordak yelled. He fired his ray gun. You almost listened to me. There he is firing his ray gun, and Skeletor has the quick moves just like He-Man does with the sword. Pa-ching! And blocks the ray gun. I want that jewel of yours, Skeletor. The jewel of ages. Give it to me, Hordak ordered. Of course, Skeletor said. Teela showed him the jewel. Showed him all its power. Teela jumped at Hordak. Too bad he used both his heads to fight Grizzlor and Mantena. Leech tried to drain Skeletor's power. Dude, why don't they show all that? That'd have been kind of fun to see all that action going on. There's no Leech. There's no Too Bad. I mean, you do see Mantena on the next page. We see a, blackness of, chairs flying. It looks like a wrestling match or something from the 80s. Mantena's X-ray eyes saw He-Man and Man-at-Arms outside Snake. He has X-ray eyes? All this time I didn't know that's what it was. Oh. Wow, Cheryl. I bet she doesn't regret Kildor being her baby's daddy. They need to stick to one solid backstory and make it final. Moto has so much potential to make a live version the correct way this time. Oh, that would be cool, Pop Actor. I would love a good live action movie there to make it right. Mantena's X-ray eyes saw He-Man and Man-at-Arms outside Snake Mountain. He-Man's here, Mantena told Hordak. Don't worry, Hordak said. Teela will soon be mine. Then He-Man will learn the power of the Horde. Bum, bum, bum. He-Man and Man-at-Arms climbed towards Skeletor's gate. Be careful, He-Man, Man-at-Arms said. Look out for traps. The ground under Man-at-Arms gave way. Hang on, Man-at-Arms, He-Man yelled. I'll join you. He jumped after his friend. So, as you guys know, the original toy, right past the door on the top, had a trap door that would open up, and the characters would fall into a net. That was always kind of fun. Now, I never got a net. She was not a figure that was produced, but Da-dump. Annette. All right, whatever. Anyway, He-Man and Man-at-Arms fell down the slide. Down a slide? Round and round they slid. What? This probably goes straight to the mouth of one of Skeletor's pets, He-Man said. It's time we got off this ride. He-Man cut a hole in the slide with his power sword, and he and Man-at-Arms landed in the middle of Skeletor's fight with Hordak. Dun dun dun. Good thing Hordak was there to break Man-at-Arms' fall. Yeah, that's quite the way to land, He-Man. Right on your nose. I bet this Hordak is based on his prototype. Look. Oh, you know what? I will check the book. I put it away, but I'll grab the book and let's look at Hordak's prototype and see what it looks like and compare it. That's a great idea. Hope you don't mind if we drop in, He-Man said, and fell on Hordak, and the Horde leader went flying. Even the Horde cannot beat both you and Skeletor. Beat both you and Skeletor, He-Man. Hordak said, I'll be back to get you, Skeletor. You cannot escape the Horde. Hordak and his warriors disappeared. Thanks for the help, He-Man, Skeletor said. Let me pay you back by beating you. The secrets of Castle Grayskull will be mine. Then I'll stop Hordak and rule both Eternia and Etheria. Teela obeyed the Jewel of the Ages. Attack them, Skeletor commanded. Didn't. I love how they do the green around the face, just like the figure. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Teela looked into the jewel. You are my father, Skeletor. They hurt my mother. They must pay for that. So that's why Teela's with Skeletor, He-Man said. We must get that jewel. Teela, Man-at-Arms said, give us the jewel. Skeletor tricked you. He's not your father. Your mother is alive and well. Oh, so Skeletor did lie. Bum, bum, bum. There they are, fighting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to grab a comic in a few minutes, because there's something that kind of contradicts this storyline, and we'll take a look in a minute. It's kind of interesting. Teela stopped and looked at the jewel. The battle raged within her between the spill of Skeletor and her loyalty to He-Man. The power of goodness was stronger than Skeletor. She took off the jewel and gave it to He-Man. Here's what I think of your jewel, Skeletor, He-Man said. He raised his power sword, and He-Man hit the jewel with all his might, and it blew up, and its power was gone forever. Something is wrong with Teela, He-Man said. She fainted. He picked her up in his arms. We better take her right to Castle Grayskull, Man-at-Arms said. I'm worried fighting Skeletor has weakened her. I've had enough Snake Mountain too, He-Man said. Skeletor is too afraid to stop them. Hurry, He-Man, the sorceress's voice as they neared the Castle Grayskull. Teela needs help. And there he is carrying her, just like we saw in that one cartoon episode. And there she is with the sorceress. He-Man placed Teela before the sorceress, and she put her hands on Teela's head. Wake up, my daughter, sorceress said. One day you'll be able to call me Mother. Teela woke up. She was all right. I wanted to know my mother so much that I believe Skeletor's lies, Teela said. Sometimes, sorceress said, we can want things too much. We want things very much. We may do things that aren't very smart. And that can be unkind or even dangerous to ourselves and our friends. And there's the picture there. Wouldn't True Love Kiss solve this? Fedmon. Teela is, yep, my Tanya Roberts. There you go. Beastmaster. And there it shows Man-at-Arms doing the wink. They should have done that. Had a little button you press on his head right here in the corner where his antenna is, and it would wink. Wink, wink, wink. And you can do that move every single time. But it would be nice to know who my mother is, Teela said. I want her to be proud of me. Sorceress kept her secret. Someday you will know, Teela, Sorceress told her. It is something you must find out on your own. But this I know for sure. Your mother is very, very proud of you and your courage. The end. All right. All right. All right. All right. I need to get my book of comics. I should have brought my iPad in here. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I got my iPad. Okay, books. Not that book. He-Man Comics. There we go. Dun, da, da. And I want the Tale of Teela. There we go. Search. Teela. Of course, there's probably 50 million Teelas. Zoop. Zoop. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Why don't they spell Teela differently also in that comic? Let me try tail. Whoops. Okay. Oh, there it was. Dude. Sorry, you guys. Here's the obelisk. Yeah, it wasn't that new. It was an older one. Oh. Dun. Ah, here it is. The tale of Teela. This is one of my fun comics that I like to refer to sometimes. And remember, I asked you guys the question, was Skeletor lying about being Teela's father? Well, according to this comic, issue number 5, so it's right towards the beginning of the ones that were released, right after the first 4, this is how Teela was made. Now, remember, they made the toy. They expected kids to buy 2 of them, one for armor on and one for armor off. And the armor off was the Teela the warrior, and the armor on was Teela the one that was the magical one that gave He-Man all his cool stuff. So you can see here, we have the tale of Teela, and it's the same thing. She's going, mother, who's my mother, right? And everything else. And then she goes off, and same kind of storyline. And then she finds out that Skeletor right here, actually is her father. My plan was simple. I would create a duplicate of the goddess using her power by controlling her double with my power, my will, and I would raise this duplicate from an infant and then take her as my bride. Together we would conquer Castle Grayskull and all of Eternia. So, in this storyline, Skeletor really is her father. Because here is the sorceress. In this case, she looks like Teela. Oops. And then here is the baby Teela right there. And he wanted to basically raise her and then have her as his bride. It's kind of creepy and kind of weird. But anyway, and it's kind of cool. As you can see, here's the other Teela right there. So that's why it's called the Tale of Two Teelas. Because you're supposed to buy two of them. And this is such a fun story, you know. So it shows them here fighting and stuff, you know, the two Teelas, and eventually they combine into one Teela, Super Saiyan Teela. She's got green energy coming off her, and she's both Teelas together, and you can see she's got the long flowing hair and the snake armor and everything else. And with this power of them combined, it sounds like Captain Planet. With our powers combined. Anyway, and then she blasts Skeletor out of the castle. And then after that, they separate back to their things. Now, it's funny is the reason why I think they refer to her as the Green Goddess is because notice her energy around her is green. And so my thought process is when she is using her energy, she may look green because it has that green glow around her. So that's how I think they finally said, okay, that's how we can get around saying she's green, because really it's this green energy around her, and that's why in the other comics she's actually green, even though we know that's just the way they drew her in the other comic. So you can find it. Oh, now I locked it up. Okay. There it is. And so really, she's not green. She looks green, but really she is just using her power right now. It's circling her and making her look green. Right? Sure, that will fly. Here we have the other Teela. Then we have the green Teela. So they still have the two Teelas in this one. And so really, not green, just green energy flowing through her. The energy of the green. All right. Anyway, that's just my thought of trying to make the continuity work. He cloned Teela in this comic and did not give any DNA in this matter. True, but he wanted to raise her as his daughter. And technically, even if you adopt someone and they don't have any of your DNA, they're still your kid. So, either way, he's still the father in that comic. Okay, let's take a look at that Hordak. Let me go grab the other book. The Hordak prototype. The Power and Honor Foundation. The coolest He-Man resource book in the world. And I wish I'd have made volume 2. It's funny because it's volume 1, but they only made 1. Because then they got a cease and desist order from Mattel to stop making them. So, volume 1 of 1. Yes, in the 2000X, Fisto was his biological father. That is correct. Alright, so let's see if we can see Hordak. Okay, so here was one of the Hordaks. Let's go to the previous picture and see if they have any other versions shown. So, I guess he does have more of the bones around him, more of a white face, and sharp spikes on top. Wanted to find that same picture again. Okay, so that's what we got going on here. This is the tubes from his armor, and this is from his helmet thing on top. So here's the helmet part up here. Here's the armor here. So that makes sense. I mean, you go to the next page, you can see that it's not double, but actually it's single, and the other ones are on the side right here. And then here too, you can really see it too. Oops. Right there. All right. Good call, whoever said to check the prototype. Yeah, a lot of them kind of do. Oh, that's what I wanted to check too. Let's check out the artist. I was curious to see if it's the same artist or not, because the artwork looks so different. So, illustrated by Harry J. Quinn and James Holloway. And let's take a look at one of the other ones. Let's look at the Horde. And oh, it's the same people. Jerry A. Quinn and James Holloway. Yep. Same people again. So, I don't know if they just decided to change their style of artwork or what was going on there. But it's the same guy for Skeletor's Flower. I'm not going to check them all. I'm sure from that point forward they're pretty much the same. But it just shocked me a little bit because He-Man looks so different in this one. I mean, like, look at this artwork here of Man-at-Arms, for instance. And then we see... I don't know, it's just more detailed. All right, let me find Man-at-Arms in this one. Is Man-at-Arms not in this book? Okay, there's no Man-at-Arms in this book. Let's look at He-Man, though. Oh! That's not good. I didn't rip it, luckily. It just made a loud noise across the camera. I don't know. Just the detailing looks better on these ones. Even Spiker looks better in this one than the one we saw. I mean, look at the quality difference in these two pictures here. I mean, here the spikes are all... here the spikes are all individually rounded, and here they're just kind of sticking out everywhere. And you can see there's like shading here, and it's just much cleaner. Even the arms, you can see it's got, you know, dark shading here, a light shading on top there. Even the shoulders too have more definition on it right here across the top. And then here it's just kind of like they just gave up almost. I mean, even in this picture here, it looks like you know, kind of a doofus looking guy. He still even looks much cleaner than even the doofus looking picture here of him. So I don't know. I just think that they did a better job drawing these older ones, and this newer one just not quite as good. That's why I thought it was a different artist, but it was just them slacking. Laser Eye Wolf. Okay. Pick up the 4 She-Ra books from this series. I guess I'll have to look into those so I can find them, because now I've read all of these, so that's it. Wow, you guys got a lot of comments. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Anthony, Fedmon, Pop Actor, Cheryl, thanks for being here. Eric, thanks for being here. And Lewis, thanks for joining me. And let's see, Gnomsky, thanks for being here. Pop Actor, thanks for being here. Parker Luck, what is that? Matt Bird, thanks for being here. Uh, let's see, Jinx Caliber, thanks for being here. Wouldn't that be Fusion? Let's see if I missed anybody. Anthony, thanks for being here. I think I already said that before. Lil Man, thanks for being here. And I think, oh, Eric, thanks for joining me. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And that is a wrap. Is there anybody else? Oh, He Dude, thanks for being here too. Anybody else I missed? Dom Cardardi. Not sure if I said your name right or not. Black Phoenix 77. William, thanks for joining us. And I think I got everybody. Oh, Hank. Hank Webb, thanks for being here. Snooker, thanks for being here, man. All right, you guys. That's all I got. And don't forget, I have my swords on eBay. Links in the description if you want to get one of these cool power swords. I have both of them for Revelation and for Origins. All right. Good journey, you guys.